Guard troops will be armed while patrolling the streets of Washington, D.C. A DoD official telling NBC News they're officially authorized for self-protection. It's a scene Chicago is hoping to avoid. Their mayor, Brandon Johnson, tonight pushing back on President Trump's threat to send the National Guard to more American cities.
We don't need cities across America occupied by our military. They don't have policing powers. They don't have arresting powers.
The president also suggesting on social media this morning, I will send in the troops to Baltimore after targeting New York and Chicago in the Oval Office Friday.
We'll go in and we'll straighten out Chicago, just like we did D.C. Chicago is very dangerous.
According to Chicago police statistics, murders, robberies, and shootings are all down more than 30% this year. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker accusing Trump of abusing his power and saying in a statement that there is no emergency that warrants deploying the National Guard. Chicago has been a frequent focus of Trump's criticism, going back to his first term when he set hundreds of federal agents in 2020 to target violent crime.
Help is on its way.
But the latest threats come after the president mobilized D.C.'s National Guard this month and took over the California National Guard in July over the objections of state and local leaders. As Illinois leaders and the ACLU vow a swift legal response.
There's a higher barrier for the president to send National Guard into Chicago. He's going to have to articulate a reason for doing it.
Shaquille Brewster joins us now from Chicago. And Shaq, the Trump administration may have a harder time getting National Guard boots on the ground where you are in Chicago compared to here in D.C.
Absolutely, Hallie. Leaders here are raising constitutional and states' rights concerns, suggesting that legal pushback would come almost instantly. It's a similar line of messaging that you're hearing from Maryland's Governor Wes Moore, who's calling Trump's use of a National Guard a scare tactic. Hallie?
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top.
Yeah, so Trump ain't playing around. He's going to spread this in other other cities and everything. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take about Chicago being next?
Good. I'm happy. They should have did this a long time ago, send the National Guard to Chicago. Because right now, don't get me wrong, right now, Old Block, you don't hear that much crime when it comes to aspect of Old Block. But back in the day, Old Block used to be terrible. And I always, in my back of my mind, say, why they never send the National Guard or any form of troop to keep that neighborhood and that community safe? So now he's tackled crime in D.C. Now he's moving away to Chicago, and you already know what's going to be next. New York City. So we told you guys it was coming, and now it's here. So you guys in Chicago, buckle your seatbelt. It's about to get rough over there because Chicago look like they're not getting ready to back down either, especially with that mayor. To me, he don't even know what he's actually doing. I think he need to step down as well. Over there in Chicago, he's bringing more harm than good. That's just my opinion. Go ahead.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Thank you, Donald Trump. Donald Trump is going to go down in history for the only one to take action. The most dangerous cities that you can't even come out of a train station or a bus station without being attacked, mugged, and shot. Chicago catch free bodies on innocent bystanders who they thought was a knock. Send the National Guards today, Trump. Not only that, I need Navy SEALs. Matter of fact, send Jason Bourne down there. I need the GDs, Vice Lords, Four Corner Hustlers, Black Disciples locked up. I can't wait to go back to Chicago when they clean the streets up. I'm gonna go get me a glizzy and a deep dish.
Yes, sir. So Trump and the Pentagon, they are working on sending the National Guard to Chicago. So me, I'm just buckling my seatbelts because once I heard he said he's gonna hit National DC, I knew other cities was coming. So it looks like Chicago will be next. Maybe we'll see it in less than a month or so. If it works, if Trump sees a statistical that sending a National Guard is working in DC, and then he's sending it to Chicago, it's working in Chicago. Other cities are definitely next. From some New York City, here in Los Angeles, St. Louis, whatever. So, you know, I could, if he, like I said, if he's in Chicago and he definitely see our crime going down, yeah, other cities, be prepared to see National Guards in your cities, because if he sees a statistic that's working, he'll send all major cities around the world and see and keep the crime down and everything. So, me, I'm just buckling my seatbelt. I'm just watching, because there's really nothing you can do with people. Just watch and see the National Guards come to your city and do their job. That's all I got to say about that.
That's it.
That's it. Last time I went to come today on today's show, Jordan, what's going on with DBG and his dating show?
So DBG surprised us this weekend of showing that he has a dating show of You Are My Ball. You know, we have seen, you know, a lot of dating shows like on Netflix, on VH1 and everything. And him coming in, he said he had this idea for 2 months. And I don't know what sponsor he's working with, but he showed out his show this weekend and of a dating show, Are You My Ball? And if you look at it, you know, we do have a clip on it. It looks really, really good. The settings, the production, everything looks really, really good. So go ahead, can you play the clip? And after that, we'll chop it up.
My show, Are You My Ball? Okay. This is my biggest project ever. Been planning this for 2 months. A lot of y'all was already in the